This is the camera that I've been using since the beginning of 2013, and I've got another one filming this episode now. Over the years, I've used this on so many different projects. And I'm here to explain to you why I have no interest in upgrading to a better camera. It's really tempting to buy a new camera. These days, less and less people are using these cameras, and I can't help but wonder how much better my films would look if I was shooting on something more expensive. But, and I'm committing this to you right now, I will not buy something more expensive. And let me try and explain to you why. Side note, this is not a sponsored video. I have no affiliation with Canon. I'm a firm believer that you are more important than your camera. And I'll prove it to you with some videos on the blog post which I think are really, really impressive, and yet were shot with very inexpensive cameras. And I mean, you can even see it in these episodes. You can see just how much things improved visually when I learned about lighting and when I got more experience with color grading. And there's still so much room for improvement. I've got a lot to learn about lighting, a lot to learn about sound, but more than that, I need to learn how to tell an interesting story, how to get a good performance out of actors. Let's imagine that I saved up and I bought a new camera. What I'm telling myself is that technology is what's holding me back most right now. For the price of a Sony A7S, I could make a short film, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I really am committing to a lot this week. Because look, if I want to call myself a filmmaker, I should probably prioritize making films over buying equipment. But hang on a second. With better dynamic range, I could have more detail in the shadows, better low-light performance, and I could use natural light more creatively. Aliasing wouldn't distract the audience, and a more detailed image is always better, right? Some of those are valid arguments, but what if there was something else that made more of a difference? Okay, so I like reading books. A good book can be thought-provoking, heartbreaking, inspiring, captivating, everything that I'd want my films to be. And yet, it's not in 4K, there are no drone shots, it's just pure story. And it works. I've told myself that equipment is an investment that will last for many films to come, that audiences do care about production value, that people won't take me seriously shooting on this camera. But I think I've always known deep down that skimping on actors and crew and locations just so that I can have some extra gadgets has not been good for my films. You know, I don't want the most exciting part of my week to be taking a product out of its box. And look, if a client or a production company insists that I use a better camera, I can always just rent. Because I don't want to stand behind an expensive camera and tell you that we are so lucky to live in a time where anyone can make a film, regardless of which camera they're using. My name's Simon Cade, this has been DSLRguide, and I'll see you next week.